Hello everyone! Today I was thinking about showing you how my Sunday evening routine looks like. My weekends are completely different from my weekdays. During the week, everything is in such a rush. My work, responsibilities, and to-do lists. I really try to get everything done during the week, so when the weekend comes, I can actually slow down. No pressure, no rushing. Just doing whatever I feel like in the moment and enjoying the freedom to spend my time the way my heart wants. If I had to decide whether I'm a morning person or a night owl, I'd say I'm definitely more of a night owl. Even though I truly love quiet, peaceful mornings, I also really value my sleep. And I can easily say that not getting enough rest has a big impact on me and on how well I function throughout the day. On Fridays and Saturdays, I almost always go to bed later than I do during the week. And since the weekend days are the only days when I can properly catch up on sleep, I always enjoy sleeping in the mornings. But Monday comes around so quickly, and suddenly it's time for my 4:45 a.m. alarm clock again. So if I want to get a decent amount of sleep, I need to be in bed by 9 p.m. And that can be challenging, because when you wake up late in the morning, falling asleep that early in the evening doesn't come easily. That's why over time, I created a Sunday routine that helps me slow down, relax, and prepare for the weekend ahead. One thing I truly love is meditation. I turn to it during the week whenever things feel overwhelming. But on Sunday evenings, I always make sure to set aside a few quiet minutes just for this. I've been doing this routine with meditation for a while now, and it's made a real difference. Meditation helps me calm my racing thoughts and relax both my mind and my body. It brings me into a peaceful, grounded state, making it much easier to fall asleep later on. I usually meditate in the late afternoon rather than right before bedtime. I enjoy carrying that calm feeling with me throughout the entire evening. I always meditate in the middle of my living room. I'm not sure why, but that space feels just right. I simply lay a blanket on the floor, nothing complicated. For me, it matters that it's simple and comfortable. And I never time my meditation sessions. I take exactly as much time as I need. Some days it's longer, other days shorter, depending entirely on how I feel. I also do some breathing exercises, but honestly, not always. If I feel like doing them, I'll do them. If I don't force it. I don't like forcing myself into routines just for the sake of having one. I prefer doing whatever feels right in the moment. Okay, now that I'm fully in my zone mode, I still have a couple of little things to get done. One of them is washing my makeup brushes, which I do about once a week. I don't feel the need to clean them every single day, but giving them a good wash once a week just feels right. I use soap that is made for cleaning makeup brushes, but honestly, I've used regular disinfected soap before, and it works just fine. After I wash them, I lay the brushes on the towel and let the excess water drain from them. After a few minutes, I pop them back into their little pot so they can dry faster and be all ready for me to use it in the morning. I have to say that this is oddly satisfying for me. For me, every minute of sleep in the morning truly matters. That's why I prepare everything I possibly can the night before. In the evening, I put the clothes I plan to wear the next day on the sofa in the living room. This way I don't wake my partner in the morning since we have our closets in the bedroom. It also saves me time because I don't have to make decisions or dig through my closet half awake wondering what to wear. I also almost always prepare my own lunch for work. Usually, I don't take much with me anyway, because I always eat breakfast before leaving the house and I have early dinner as soon as I get home. However, tomorrow I already know I'll be staying late at work. So for tomorrow's lunch, I'll be making pasta with tuna. I'll saute onion in olive oil, then add garlic and tuna. I'm also adding carrot and red pepper. I chopped into a small pieces green and black olives and capers and will add them to the sauce. I will also add dried tomatoes, chopped into a small pieces. For spices, I'll use fresh rosemary, dried oregano, and just a pinch of salt. To finish it off, I'll stir in some sour cream and a splash of water to make a creamy sauce. I'll let everything simmer gently, then mix in pasta and leave it to cool. My partner will probably reheat this up tomorrow, but for me it will be more like a pasta salad. Alongside that, I'll also have soup with semolina dumplings, so I can also enjoy something warm on days when I work longer hours. My partner and I like to make stock in larger batches and divide it into small portions, so I already have some waiting in the fridge. I'll make the semolina dumplings tomorrow morning and let it cook in the stock while I get ready. Then I can pour everything straight into a thermos so it stays warm until lunchtime. I don't do this very often, but today I feel like writing a few sentences in my journal. I love putting my thoughts down on paper. There is something deeply satisfying about getting them out of my head and onto the page. Most of the time, my writing revolves around my life journey. It's a way of reflecting on myself. In the past, I've bought a new journal every year, only to realize that most of them stayed empty. I simply don't feel the need to write every single day. Because of that, this year I decided to switch to a binder, where I can add blank pages and do things my own way. This way, I'm not tied to a calendar. It gives me the freedom so I can focus only on what truly matters for me. I usually put some jazz music on, sometimes pour myself a glass of wine, or make a cup of tea, and then drift into my own little world for a while. My journal is my happy place. That's why I only write when I genuinely feel like it. And if I read my words back one day, I want them to bring me joy and reminding me of who I was in that moment and how good it felt to simply be present. And that's really how I like to end my Sundays. Slowly, without rushing into the next week. These little rituals help me feel more grounded and ready for whatever comes next. Thank you for spending this quiet moment with me. I hope this video inspired you to slow down too, even just a little, and create routines that truly feels good for you. Have a lovely day and see you in my next one. Bye!